Montana mountains.
The Americans have a real blind spot about mushrooms.
Mushrooms are big business.
And in that blind spot, you've got a multi-million-dollar industry. I'm Larry Evans, and I've been picking mushrooms since I didn't know better. I hunt mushrooms in Montana, I hunt mushrooms in Bolivia, I hunt mushrooms in Argentina.
During the frantic 6-month season, mushroom hunters race to cash in.
I'm Charlie Hopkins. I've been picking mushrooms commercially for 28 years, in and around Missoula, Montana most of the time, but I picked from within 50 miles of the Arctic Circle to within 90 miles of El Paso. I picked $4,800 worth of mushrooms in one night.
While global markets snub the American truffle, Montana mushrooms are highly prized.
I'm Tim, and I've been hunting mushrooms since I was a little kid. Here in Montana for the last 15 years or so.
Mushrooms are produce, so you're talking about something that has a value and a shelf life that's measured in days or maybe hours.
And so the biggest advantage that we have here in Montana is we're closer to the areas.
Our competition is Joe Barry, who's got a very big operation and employs crews of professional pickers. The best thing that we can do is get ahead of them because there's no coming in behind them.
No one in this area has as much experience as Larry. He's been doing this for many, many years. He knows the scene. He knows where to go, what to look for.
Here's what I do. If you know there's a mushroom in there, but maybe you can't see it. So what I do is I'll go like this. Kind of do a little stork thing or a little heron thing with your head. And you see things jump out from the background. And the snake strategy, of course, is right on the ground. You can't sit there and lay a trap and have the mushrooms come in, you know. You've got to go find them. Oh, yeah.
He's a great guy to be in the woods with.
Tim's got the gung-ho element. He does things like, you know, surf down a creek with 2 buckets of mushrooms, you know, kind of walking on the boulders, pull the mushrooms out before the canoe goes under. Classy stuff like that. He knows to save the mushrooms first.
In an all-out war over Montana mushrooms, hunters risk everything.
The price is being driven up, and the fact that the competition is so much more so has gotten a lot of gangs and big outfits involved.
Burning a rival's car to slow them down pushes the limits.
Oh, these people are usually packing heat.
There was a large patch of morels on the slope, and this guy ran up the hill and got right next to my elbow, and he pulled out a .357 and started waving it around and said, "Get out of my patch. If I had a rifle, I might have shot him."
It's trouble. It's trouble.
You know, you got to be smarter than them. You got to be quicker than them.
It's a zero-sum game. We can't pick the same mushroom, you and me. You know, I get it or you get it. We have a law enforcement officer out here, and his territory is about the size of the state of Connecticut. Gives you some idea of the ratio of space to people.
Let's go. A lot of this market is a cash market, and so people are carrying cash when they're selling mushrooms and moving mushrooms, and you want to protect that.
I only had to bail people out of jail on 1 or 2 occasions.
Mushroom hunters must also survive the Montana wilderness.
Mushroom hunting, it's pretty physically demanding, and it requires spending a lot of time in the woods, whether you're successful or not.
Hypothermia would probably be the biggest danger because you're going to get cold, and then you're going to get delirious, and then you're going to get lost in the woods, and then it's just going to get deeper and deeper into trouble. Slipping and breaking an arm, breaking a leg, hitting your head or something.
I've had trees come right down like that, you know.
You could get stalked by a human, or you could get stalked by a mountain lion, and that's when I would get scared. Or a big grizzly bear.
A gripping new series taking you into the real world of Big Sky Bandits.
When mushroom season is on, I mean, you're going to do whatever you can and some pretty crazy stuff to get to those mushroom spots.